Sir, you're a Nigerian. Nigeria has been published negatively on the news again. Would you be willing to talk to me about Ray Hushpuppi?
Okay. And who are you?
A journalist.
Interesting. First I want to correct something. I am not a Nigerian. That is something I want to make very clear. I'm Igbo. I'm not a Nigerian. And who really is this guy, Ray Hushpuppi? Who's the guy? Oh, I think I know. Well, I want you to understand that Nigeria can always be notorious. It's a notorious entity, no doubt about that. But if you want me to talk about this young man, Ray Hushpuppi, who was arrested for criminal activities, I'm not sure you would like to hear what I have to say about him. But you said you're a journalist, and I think you can take it. First, I want to say that criminality anywhere is criminality everywhere. And if you tolerate a criminal in Africa, in any country in Africa, the consequences of that can also be felt somewhere in Europe, somehow. I would explain what I meant. If we want to go after criminals, let's make sure we do it honestly and transparently. Now, Ray Hushpuppi is on the news today as a Nigerian criminal, internet, let's call it what it is, internet fraudster. Yet he has extorted money from millions of white people, if you may like to put it that way. He's a criminal. And I believe most of the people that he has stolen from eventually died, even from heartbreak and from heart attack, losing their income, source of living. Some of these people can even be pensioners who have lost their income to these fraudsters. So, in a simple term, Ray Hushpuppi is a criminal. We need to understand that. We need to say that straight. He's a criminal. But again, what I said earlier, criminality anywhere is criminality everywhere. If you arrest Ray Hushpuppi, whatever he calls himself, that is fine. He should be arrested. He should be buried underneath any prison, the worst prison anywhere in the world. But let's be honest. Ray Hushpuppi stole from white people and spent his money in Africa. He lives very large, or he lived, because this time around he'll be spending his life in prison somewhere in Dubai or somewhere in Europe. So he stole from Europe or Western world and spent his money in Africa. But let's think about these other criminals. Maybe you're also familiar with them. Many African leaders are criminals. They steal from Africa and bring to Europe, but nobody has ever arrested them. I can mention many Nigerian leaders who have stolen billions of dollars and stashed the money in Switzerland banks, in British banks, in other countries in Europe. The current president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, has stolen billions of dollars from the country. His children, his family, his wives, his sons and daughters, they all live extravagantly, spending stolen wealth from Nigeria, their ports, their treasury. Former presidents of the country also have stolen likewise. And where are these money going? They all bring this money into Europe and to United States. Nobody arrests them because They are stealing from Africans and bringing to Europeans, and nobody's arresting them, and they are causing more poverty in Africa. Sorry about it. Now, what am I trying to say? If you want to go after criminals, these men deserve to be arrested too. We allow them to come to Europe, to go to America, to spend their luxury, their stolen wealth, living in luxury. But we arrest Hushpuppi, who stole from Europe and took to Africa. So, can we really say we're being honest in how we are fighting this type of criminality? Do you know how many Africans are thrown into poverty because of the stolen wealth from their leaders? According to World Bank statistics, half of the world lives in abject poverty. That is, we're looking at over 3 billion people living in abject poverty. And when we say abject poverty, that is below $2.22 per day income. And 70% of these people most likely live in Africa. Africa has a population of over 1 billion. And almost half of African population live below poverty line. Do you know why?
Tell me.
It's not because Africa is a continent, it's poor. No. In fact, it's the richest continent in the world. But it is because everyone is raping Africa. When you see someone being raped, you'll be disgusted and you want to do something about it. You want to end it. You want to punish the person who has committed such crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
But why is nobody punishing those people raping Africa today? Why is everyone enjoying the rape? Why did African leaders and some of their proxies, Western proxies, steal from Africa every day and they're not arrested? Therefore, increasing the poverty ratio in Africa, which at the end of the day has a ripple effect on the life of Europeans, those of us living in Europe. Why do you see African migrants crossing the deserts and the sea trying to enter Europe? It's not because they cannot make Africa like Europe. It's because we allow their leaders and Western corporations to steal money and bring to us here, and we live in our luxury. And these people are suffering, therefore they want a better place. And they live in Africa. They die in the desert. They die in the sea. So these are the consequences. That's why I say criminology anywhere is criminality everywhere. We think we live safe, but no. Look at how these migrants are. They always find a way into Europe because we create this kind of environment that pushes them away from their home into Africa. If we start arresting African leaders, if we start making it very uncomfortable, very difficult for them to come to Europe, America, anywhere else in the world, to live their luxury, to spend their stolen wealth, then we will not have this kind of scenario where we have a lot of poor people, migrants, economic migrants trying to come into Europe. We will make them to be more comfortable living in their own country. And in that way, we can confidently say we are honest and transparent in how we fight corruption, in how we fight criminology. Hushpuppi is no different from African leaders who are stealing their money and bringing it to Europe. They are all criminals. So they are rapists. They are raping Africa. So if you arrest Hushpuppi, you should be honest enough to also arrest these people, their children, their wives, when they come here. So that's what I have to say about you. About your question. I hope I did not offend you with my answer.